crazy.
Yo, we back. This part two right here. We got a special guest with Alfred Blue in the building. We were talking about what advice you give kids, you know what I'm saying, that's basically, tuning into this, that playing sports, that either chasing their dreams and their life, and also like basically what's one thing you'll tell them to keep going.
Man, I was just finished touching on that. Like I was saying, like even young guys I run into today that's inspired to be pro football players or just professional or anything. I tell them, like I was saying, like time is not on your side. So time, as you play this game, as you train and do all these things, age is gonna catch up to you. So you always got to have a backup plan. And I kind of tell guys, supply and demand, whatever you're gonna do, supply and demand, and just look at life, supplying a product for people that they need, so it's not an option for them whether or not they're going to buy it today or if they're ever going to buy it, you know what I'm saying? So I tell guys, one thing, like me can relate to this, like trades, right? You look at halfback, electrical, and plumbing. And we look at that supply, right? The whole world needs that, right? The whole United States. Everywhere you look, they got lights, they got plumbing, and they got AC. You know what I'm saying? So you never gonna go broke of just, and those things right there probably take a year or 2 years to even, get certified, get your license. But that's a backup plan to where even if you plan, you can be growing a multi-billion-dollar business and, using networking with people as you're in that spotlight and building that business. You see what I'm saying? Now you might have contracts with the stadium that the team you play for and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Facilities and different and just providing a service and using your platform. So I would just encourage the young guys out there, of course you gotta have commitment, dedication, work ethic and doing all that, but also have that backup plan. Also be, looking at, don't be tunnel vision on just what you're doing, even though you gotta be focus on what you're doing, always be preparing in the background, that backup plan for when, you got to hang them cleats up and let it go. Because the ultimate goal is, when you retire, you want to live comfortable, you want to build that generational wealth, and you want to give back. So, just use, when you plan, use your platform for what comes next. You know what I'm saying?
So.
Big facts. I have a question for you, Blue. I know earlier you kind of touched on about like the support and the people you had around when you was transitioning like through high school to college and stuff like that. Can you touch on your transition from outside of the league, and was that support the same for you?
Yeah, my support has been the same. My mom has always been there. My dad has always been there. My stepfather has always been there. Kind of like my cousins I spoke on that I grew up with, they always been there. A couple friends along the way that I met has been there. Just to transition through certain situations and as I was transitioning out. But just the transition, like I said, when I was speaking on for the youngsters, having that backup plan so you can hit the ground running. You don't want to, the biggest thing is like when you come out, you trying to figure out what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you sitting at home, like we ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? We got to do something. We ain't built to sit at home and not do nothing, because our whole life we was waking up 5 a.m. going to work out. We had a purpose, right? Now when you got the league, what's your purpose? You know what I'm saying? Like you can easily say, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got a wife and kids, that's a transition too, because we was always gone traveling. We had, we was going for the games, we was going for mini camp. So we wasn't never there 100%. So that's like a transition also, just going into that. So I would say like the transition has been tough, but it's been, steady, trying to figure out, find a niche and what I'm good at and build a business, you know what I'm saying? So just to touch on a couple of things I do, I got my contractor's license. So I'm licensed residential and commercial builder. I got a demolition business that I do with my stepdad. I got rental properties. I got like 8 rentals, and stuff like that. So we kind of do a little bit of everything. And now I'm looking into AC, like Lamine and his brother do. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you touch on stuff like just supply and demand, what you can, where you can get in and make money and be successful in the game. You know what I'm saying?
So
For sure, man. Shout out to the businesses, man. Shout out to Better Best AC and Heating. We sweat so you don't have to. Yeah, we plugging. Oh, but nah, man, that shit, man. That's you don't even know how important that is. You just said that, bro, because a lot of us don't have a plan coming out this game. We think we play this shit forever, and this is gonna go, till we say it. And so, man, that's dimes right there. You dropping, my brother.
Yeah, you definitely gotta have a plan, man. We see it too much, and then that's why I wanted to come on here too, because a lot of us, we got that pride, right? We might be going through something you don't never want to speak on what you're going to. You feel like you less than a man, or man, I done fucked up or something. But sometimes you just gotta call out and say, man, hey, I'm trying to do this. The other stuff we talk about, ego and lie me. On that note, you know,
Mhm.
but you just gotta help your brothers through the way, you know what I'm saying? And keep on like, hey, you ever thought of this? All this is, even a contract, all that is taking a test. You ain't gotta go to school, you ain't gotta do nothing. In the privacy of your home, take a test, get your license. Now you can network with guys that's already in the league that's still playing and say, hey, real estate is a good thing. I can be your builder. I can make whatever dream you got to come true and do stuff like that, and kind of help those guys do what they doing, you know what I'm saying? They don't always have to be, everybody running to financial advisors and guys, they ain't got your best interest at all, you know what I'm saying? So, how I feel on that note. Like I ain't gonna speak on certain things, you know what I'm saying? But that's more of a private conversation, you feel me?
I mean, you can speak on how did you feel? Your opinion is about what you just spoke about financial advisors, agents, and given like what the NIL is today. What advice would you tell kids? Like you said, you was an All American coming in out of high school, so now that you'd have been to the pros, what would that be for kids now? Like, tell them, give
I
them a
was
little heads up about
Now
the
I
financial
speak
part.
on, just as a black man, I speak on it because we look at most advisors, they're white, you know what I'm saying? So like for me, I feel like, most of those guys, they don't have our best interests, you know what I'm saying? They just looking at a payday. My experience with my financial advisor, he was a good dude. He ain't lost me no money, but I feel like he ain't make me a lot of money either, you know what I'm saying? There was certain things, you know, that I could have made a lot more money, as I started educating myself. And I'm just like, well, why you didn't put a trigger on that? Like for the pandemic, for instance, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the market kind of crashed, right? So I'm like, well, I understand the game now. So why didn't you buy more stocks in this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you do this? Like, let's just say the move on Amazon, I probably say like a year ago, last year, Amazon dropped it like $80, right? So why didn't you make a move and buy, sell this to buy 40,000, 60,000, 70,000 dollars worth of Amazon at $80 at its low, and now Amazon, you know where it's at now? 180. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not educated. You're not doing nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? These are moves you could be making, or you should be advising me to say, hey, this is a play. We know Amazon gonna go back up. We know, Tesla's gonna go back up. We know Google's gonna go back up. You know what I'm saying? NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA was at like $300. That shit at 1,000. You know what I'm saying? These are moves you seen every day that you ain't got to put a whole lot into it, but goddamn, nigga, sell this over here, put this right here, and let's make this money. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, young guys, you gotta educate yourself and understand your own finances. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody gonna have your best interest besides you. You know what I'm saying? So like these dudes, they just sitting back collecting a check. That's all they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They not about to take no risk, or they don't want to be on the hook for nothing. But it ain't really a risk if this what you do. You know what I'm saying? So if this
Sure.
what you do, you're supposed to be studying the market. You're supposed to be what you call it. You know what I'm saying? And then like if you're gonna have a financial advisor, man, find somebody that's gonna be a coach, a teacher, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna teach you. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like you say the old saying, right? I give you a fish, you eat for a day. I teach you how to fish, you eat for a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So don't just sit there and just invest my money and don't talk to me and have a conversation and educate me on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to know what's going on. I want to understand, what this is. What's IRA, Roth IRAs, what's this? Okay, can I put my money here? What can I do for my kids? Invest money over here and do all this. There's no way I should be having to look up this and do all this. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying you. You getting paid to sit on your ass. My money working for itself. You know what I'm saying? All you did was click a button and buy shares. You know what I'm saying?
For
These
sure.
niggas getting paid all that, but y'all, a lot of black men. Most of sports is made of black men, right? So a lot of black men, we come from poverty areas. Our parents don't know nothing about finance. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about credit. They don't know nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? But when you start as a black man, when you start reading shit and understanding, like, okay, when we got in the league, right? My impression was, hey man, I was 6th round. I ain't about to buy no house, right? But I should have brought a house, right? Especially in Houston. If I would have brought a house, and I stayed in the house for 2 years, let's say I bought that house for 100 grand, and I stayed there for 2 years of my time in Houston, and let's just say I sold it for 400. I just made 300 grand cash free, cash free, tax free. You feel me? But they don't tell you all that. You know what I'm saying? They don't say, man, go buy a house. First thing we go do, what we go do? A liability. We go buy cars. You know what I'm saying? So understanding like investing your money and understanding the investment game, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, most guys, like even like, just to speak on like young Jefferson, right? You 110 million, you know what I'm saying? First thing you feel like you gotta go get involved and slow down, young buck. You know what I'm saying? Go take your class in finance. You know what I'm saying? Educate yourself on how to manage your money. You know what I'm saying? Educate, because we got too many black guys. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you 100, man, get in touch with LeBron James. Get in touch with Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Shaq, alumni. Ask him what he doing. You know what I'm saying? How he got to that. All them dudes successful after they played sports and billionaires. You know what I'm saying? So when you get that type of money, don't just go hand it off to the white man and let him tell you what you should be doing with your money. You know what I'm saying? Make your conscious decision on what you should be doing with your own money. Because at the end of the day, if they lose it, oh man, the market can't control the market. Man, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna tell you, man. You can't control, like when the pandemic happened, man, we can't control nothing. Your money in the free fall, you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? But you understand the game because you understand like why it's falling, right? It was a pandemic. No, the money wasn't moving, everybody was inside. So you kind of understand the market gonna rebound, it's gonna bounce back. But at the same time, I don't want to be at the mercy of the market. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be flexible. Yeah, you can have money in the market, you can have money in real estate, you can have money in a business over here, you can have money invested over here. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be, that's why they say you gotta have several streams of income to be a multimillionaire. You know what I'm saying? So if one thing failed, I got this over here. So you just gotta be diverse in what you're doing. And that's the biggest thing for young guys. That's what I see for most guys, right? When we see guys, you look at it like a guy I used to work out with, which I don't know none of his financial business, like Adrian Peterson. I used to work out with him in Houston, but you see the blogs, they talking about the man broke. The man was one of the best running back to play the game. How you broke? You know what I'm saying? You signed a $96 million deal. You was a first round pick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that goes back to what I'm saying, right? Educate yourself. Don't just sit back and hand your money off to the white man, you know what I'm saying? To these big men. You want to be able to go in there and leverage your money, right? When you go in there like interest rate 8%. If I'm going to put $40 million in your bank, I need to have 1%. When I want to do a business there, I want 1%. You know what I'm saying? Just the same way like with agents, right? Dudes with bigger deals, they can negotiate that percentage, right? Now I want 1%, dude. I'm not about to pay you 3 on this, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to take one, I'll find somebody that will. Because guess what? Once the deal done, you ain't doing no more. You ain't negotiating nothing. You just sit back for 4-5 years collecting a check. You know what I'm saying? With agents, when you can, like Lamar, man, just pay your mama. The deal already up. But they going off the highest paid anyway. You know what I'm saying? You look at the highest paid quarterback and say, if they making 50, nigga, I want 53. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It ain't rocket science that, you know what I'm saying? You can go find a lawyer to look over the contract and make sure it ain't no, rah-rah shit, and just pay the lawyer a fee right there and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even, I think it's a gimmick, man. Paying these agents, paying the advisors and all that shit. All that's a gimmick because we come from poverty. We come from an area of not having understanding in certain areas. So, once we get that money, we get a sense of like, I ain't trying to lose this money. So now we run to the mercy of these dudes and they don't have our best interest. You know what I'm saying? And we see it too often with athletes, right? You see it like with Mike Tyson, man, made over 400 million. There's no way he's supposed to go broke. Supposed to be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, that's my message to the young guys, man. Educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in school, find something that you're gonna have interest in when you're done, and make sure you got a plan. You know what I'm saying? Because when real life hit, when you done, because you don't never know. You can be 1 year in, first round pick, done. You know what I'm saying? You can be 10 years in, thinking like the money you gonna play forever, and you ain't making an investment, and you ain't did this, and now when you get out, you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Because they can lose 400. You know what I'm saying? You ain't making that little money. Ain't no money amount of money. The only nigga that making 400 in the league is fucking like Tom Brady and Pat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? So any nigga in the NFL can go broke. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta have a backup plan and what you call it, And then another thing for the young bucks out there, we all been down there, choosing the right woman. You know what I'm saying? Like the women could be a downfall too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about it, Cheese.
Yeah, old dude told me one time, you know what I'm saying, a woman, you can go 2 ways. You're going up or down, you know what I'm saying? So you better figure out right away which one she is, you know what I'm saying? Because you got women out there, you know how it is, you know what I'm saying? They see money, they're scheming, you know what I'm saying? They being connived, you know what I'm saying? So they looking to get pregnant. First thing gonna do, it don't work out, put you on child support. Now that, court's hitting you for all that money. That's another thing with AP, you know what I'm saying? Child support, hitting them all that money every month. It's crazy, man. So definitely, you know what I'm saying, slow down, make sure you got the right partner, make sure the person you know what I'm saying, you having kids with is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with and stuff like that. I made that mistake. I made a baby in college, you know what I'm saying? So, just make sure, you're doing that right. Make sure you're taking care of your money. Make sure you know where your money at. You know how everything moving. That's the biggest thing. Everybody just focusing on getting there. But when you get there, you gotta have a plan. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do when you get there? You know what I'm saying? That's like climbing a mountain. Okay, I ain't made it to the top. How the fuck you gonna get back down? You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
that's the biggest thing right there in life, man. You gotta have a plan to get there and have a plan to get back. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing I get a young guy, don't just focus, the physical side of it, and plan is one part. The other side is another part, you know what I'm saying? So it's 50-50 in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So you get there. I think that's the easy part too, getting there. For some of us, I ain't gonna say it's easy, but, doing the football shit is the easy part, you know what I'm saying? The physical shit is the easy part. You know what I'm saying? The mental and all the other shit, that'd be the hard part. You dealing with the politics, you dealing with the going out there every day and motivating yourself. So that's the mental side. But the other side, the other 50% is, after I ain't made it, now what? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? So we gotta always have a plan on that side of it, and be prepared to do that. I listen to Floyd a lot too, you know what I'm saying? He flashy, but he said, I got my money invested. Y'all looking at this over here, but what about that over there? You know what I'm saying? Y'all looking at, I got jets right here. I got cars right here. but you don't know about it over here. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a plan. You know what I'm saying? He didn't change the game of boxing, how niggas thinking. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for him, niggas would still be paying these promoters, paying these managers, and you know, getting robbed out their money. You know what I'm saying? Look at the potential when he said, man, look, I'm gonna take over my career. I'm gonna bet on myself. I'm gonna promote myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? I'm the box office. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come to see me. They ain't come to see this nigga. He's just sitting ringside collecting the check. So, you know, that's the same thing. That's the same thing with any sport, man. Don't just go pay these dudes. You can negotiate your own deals. Don't never think you young. Don't never think you what you call it. Like I said, they got lawyers. You can hire a lawyer, go in there. Just like you hiring for criminal, just like you hiring for anything else civil. Go in there with you to negotiate contracts, to read over contracts, to understand it better, have a better understanding, negotiate your own contract. Just use history. Just go back in time or what this dude getting paid, what he just got paid. So you kind of know where your numbers at based off of his stats. Okay, I need this. This is what I'm comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want. I won't be the highest paid. You know what I'm saying? And go off of that. You don't have to pay that 3%. That's my biggest thing right there, man. Don't keep paying. Don't keep paying the man. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
But they
don't
gonna
pay
get
them, man.
they gonna get theirs regardless. You know, Uncle Tom gonna get his money. So don't, you know what I'm saying? Figure out any way to not to pay the man.
Right.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
well, look, Cheese, I'm gonna tell you this, bro, because you a vast amount of wealth and knowledge that I don't even know if you know, my boy, but you know, you, you didn't, you know, for what you just said for these last few minutes for these kids is important, dog. Whether you know, I know you know, but you know what I'm saying. We could do a whole nother episode, especially with that the financial. I know you and Ego go crazy talking about that stock market stuff. You know what I'm saying, dog. You know what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah.
We learn a lot from each other, bro. But it's like, you know what I'm saying. With that being said, man, we appreciate the message and we gonna keep it going, but we gotta get to some bullshit with you, Cheese. We ain't gonna let you slip out that fast. Not that easy, Cheese. You trying to you about to know, Cheese. We gonna bring it back. You know, you brought it back to college, so I know for me, I just had some of the questions that I got. I know a lot of people, a lot of fans, LSU fans, just football fans, period, who know you from that background. I love to hear some of your answers on these questions. So for me personal, you know what I'm saying, and I want to say this too, bro. I want to commend you for talking about your experience about going through that depression. We lived together at the time, and just for me speaking on seeing you after that after the injury and everything, and you put on a good face for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was that serious, at the time. But I was even telling my Ego and the fella earlier, like, man, I remember when you told your ACL and just how you always speak on, man, you wasn't feeling right, like you didn't feel like you had that step, you know what I'm saying, your juice, but you know what I'm saying, you work your way through that, Don. I want to commend you for sharing that with us, man, and showing us your willpower for sure, bro. But back to when you was that nigga on that land, man. I know you said earlier you be speaking on pride and shit like that. You did say you was the best out there, man. So if we could have your come in, like you said when you came in, you felt like you was the best in that running back room, you know what I'm saying? We had Spencer Wayne, that motherfucker. We had Jakari going, that motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? We had Michael Ford in that motherfucker. Do you really feel like, you know what I'm saying, at the time, Alfred Blue was one of the best? Because we gonna name this episode The Lost Legend, my nigga. That's what you wanted to be named, that's what we naming it. You feel me? Yeah, so stand on that business, Chi. Like let's go back to in that competition room, man. Huh?
I believe
No, I know you was
most
the
definitely
best.
I was the best. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know
Like,
that.
you look at it.
But now I'm saying
You know
with that, you supposed to feel like that.
When I look back and Jakari was in the room, you know what I'm saying? The heartbeat in that room.
Ooh.
That shit went. Frank didn't play with me in there. Hey, ask Jakari. Frank get in there, you hooping and hollering at everybody. He ever hooping and holler at me?
Nigga never did though.
Hey, dude,
Nigga never did.
So like, hey, anything going like even we do 110, right? And he'll say, like Frank always say, lead the group. I always led by example. I ain't really do too much talking, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if I ain't want to do something, if I voice my opinion on something, you know what I'm saying, that's what we're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I felt like, I had the respect of the room. I felt like I was the best in the room. You know what I'm saying? I felt like you put me up against Mike, anybody in the room, Jakari, any of them, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come out on top. You know what I'm saying? whether it was doing drill, whether it was doing all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, working out, whatever, it coming on top, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You put a name on it, like
Nah, I respect that though. I respect
I'm
that's
just
how you
saying,
supposed to
you know
feel
what I'm saying?
though.
That was
That's how you
in my
supposed to
mind.
feel
Supposed
now.
to feel like that
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah,
I,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I went back and, you know what I'm saying? You can look at how you want, but I wasn't backing down from nothing. You know what I'm saying? And every time you know what I'm saying, I touch the field, I feel like me as a player at LSU, I had everybody respect. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, that's a
the
fact.
defense, right? I fuck with more defense and niggas like Big Shep and all. When I first got there, I remember when Shep used to tell me, man, hey, Blue, we ain't on that shit today. When I used to tell y'all niggas, you better slow me down. You know, they all used to be down there trying to hit a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have to slow me down.
Yeah. Green light on blue, man. We used to tag your silly ass. Stop playing, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop playing. But nah, you have respect though for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like all through that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like most definitely with what your boy name was the DB coach, black dude when he
Which
left.
one? Coop or
It was cool.
Coach
Coop?
General Raymond.
Coach K, you know what I'm
Serious.
saying?
Yeah.
Man, all the boys, they had respect for me, son. Them boys really wanted me over there, son.
Hey, Blue, I got a question.
I ain't saying that cap, son. I ain't capping.
I got a question, Blue.
That was true. I remember
I
that.
ain't really capping. I ain't capping, son. I'm telling you, Chief brought me
Chief
in. That's
wanted
my office.
Chief wanted him to be a linebacker for sure.
I got a question though, Blue.
What up?
When you went to Houston, right? When that motherfucking white boy was playing with you, why you ain't tell his ass? Why you,
Tell his ass.
white
Definitely
boy.
Hey,
gotta
now
talk
let's
about
touch
that.
on that. Brian Cushion. All right. Let's touch on Brian Cushion. All right.
Touch on that.
Now they won't show what they want to show. Right. Me and Brian went like 3-4 times. Right. He lost every one. Now the time when he pushed me on the ground, I fell over the bag. As you see, when they showed they flash, he was on his knee, right? I just had went with somebody else. Now, mind you, I went twice with him. That's why he was on his knee when I pushed him, he lost. And then I went with somebody else, and then I was on his knee. It's hot as fuck out there. I'm tired. So now he won't go again. He got his little breather. Now he's, oh, let's go again, Blue. You know what I'm saying? So we went again. I was tired. Ain't no excuse. I was tired. You know what I'm saying? He got me. He got the better of me. And I fell over the bag. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. But guess what? I can tell you the day that nigga respected me. You know what I'm saying? Because he know I'm coming. I was a young nigga. I was a rookie. I was a young nigga that was coming. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? Like me and him became friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it was a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? He already knew. Like I beat you. Now you got a young dude. He was an old dude, a legend over there. Played at USC, you know, come in, young dude come in, holding his ground. Okay, you ain't got no choice but to respect the young buck. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, when I walk from LSU to the Houston, Texans, and you can go ask anybody over there, Blue held his ground. You know what I'm saying? Like that little shit right there, that shit wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna play with me. That's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit on that football field, that football, you know what I'm saying? Niggas won't take that shit personal. That was football. He got the best of me. But guess what? I got the best of you too. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't guard me. You couldn't do nothing with me. You know what I'm saying? So that just come with the game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like, you get mad about this. Yeah, he got the best of me. Who didn't lose a matchup in football? You know what I'm saying? You can't get better if you don't lose a matchup. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But just to touch on that, me and Kush became good friends. We became like guys in the locker room that used to prank. You know, I used to like to do a lot of prank. Like me know that. I used to prank DJ and shit like that. So,
Oh, dick.
you know what I'm saying? Cushion was a guy I always was pranking. I'll take his we were going when we was on the road and shit, I'd take his key card for his room. I put shaving cream all over his fucking bed and shit. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, he didn't know who the fuck was doing it. You know what I'm saying? He was coming to meet, he's mad as fuck. He's looking around like trying to figure out who's doing it. And I was just every week I would put shaving cream all over his fucking bed, you know what I'm saying? And he was trying to figure out, you know, how somebody was getting in the room and shit and all that. But we just became good friendship, worked out together off the field. did stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I was good friends with a lot of them dudes, JJ Watt, all them. You know what I'm saying? But all that comes from respect, right? You know what I'm saying? How you play, how you present yourself, how you come to work every day. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna fuck with niggas that's bums and don't come out there and put that grind in.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That was just my experience with Kush, you know, and Kush was a jokester also, you know, white boy like to clown all the time anyway, you know what I'm saying? So he was always doing something
Yeah, he looked like he was
in
on
the
that shit
locker room with
sometimes.
everybody. Huh?
Like he was on that shit sometimes where he was running around that motherfucker.
Or that the what's it called? Steroid?
Yeah.
No, I
He
don't know.
definitely roared it up, you know.
I
I
don't
think
know.
he was talking
They
about
say
that
forever
yada.
for me. They say he got suspended for PEDs. So I don't know. But I know when I played, when I came in, you know, he was kind of he was trying to lose weight because he was getting stiff. He couldn't run. He couldn't open his hip. So he went from a 3-down backer to a first and second down guy. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to lose weight to be more, you know what I'm saying, because he was getting older, you know what I'm saying? So he was trying to stay in that 3-down guy. But, you know, he started, you know, having them injuries and shit, and he couldn't stay healthy. And he just, that thing was like 270, you know what I'm saying?
And
So,
Royce do it to you, man. Shit, you gonna
yeah,
be
he was
270.
270, you know what I'm saying, trying to move around out there. But you got young dudes coming in that's moving, you know what I'm saying? Young niggas
Mhm.
that's agile and moving, you can't keep up with them boys, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of his struggle on the back end. But, you know, cool dude, got much respect for him, you know what I'm saying? Enjoyed my time playing with him. So, you know, like I say, still holler at him every now and then till this day and fuck with him, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure. Nah, man, that's solid, dog. Hey, man, we appreciate you, though. You done shared a lot with us today. I know we got a lot more to go, but, you know, time is limited, man. Shit
Yeah,
been,
man, with
yeah.
y'all the time frame, y'all supposed to schedule all the hours or something, man. God.
Nah, we
I know
got.
Jakari did that shit, man.
I did this shit.
Hey,
Jakari did that shit, man. Yeah.
Man, that's
Ah,
the time limit on this shit. But next time we need to get you on Rumble though, so we can go live. You feel me?
Yeah.
Unlimited time.
Yeah, I just want to say, man, I appreciated my time with y'all boys at LSU. You know, I consider y'all boys as brothers. You know, anything y'all
Nah,
need to
definitely
call,
for sure.
you know what I'm saying? I'm always, you know, y'all can call, ask questions, anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm into a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I continue to educate myself on a lot of stuff that I need to educate myself on. Even like, you know, race and like understanding politics. I'm getting a little bit into that. You know, the world crazy today. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
So
Yep.
shit, yes.
Yep.
understanding that shit, what's going on, how it affect you. You know, okay. I always had the mentality. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you vote for. It don't affect me, but it affect you. It affect your kids. So you got, you know, think long term about your kids and, you know, the decision of who you voting for and all that shit on that aspect of it. So, you know, like I say, man, it's just, you know, you never be, what they say, a student of the game, huh? Now I'm a student of life, you know what I'm saying? Just understanding this life
Ooh.
game, you know what I'm
absolutely,
saying?
absolutely. That
Never
shit,
stop learning. Every day, learn something.
yeah.
Every day.
Yeah,
And,
every
and
day
like
you can learn something, man.
and like you
Huh?
said, let's cut the label with these agents, these financial advisors, everything. You know what I mean? We need
You know,
all.
man, we got as a race, you know what I'm saying? I talk to I got two cousins that big in that shit, man. As a race, you know, we look at, you know, I see in a statistic, they say the average black household family doesn't leave zero assets to the next generation. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Zero assets to the next generation. You know what I'm saying? Because I think as a race, we selfish. You know what I'm saying? We look at it like this mine, this mine. I ain't leaving nobody. I'm gonna enjoy it. But we look at the other race, like white people. You know, they got this nepotism. They got dynasties. They already got thousands of acres. You know what I'm saying? That their grandfather left to them, and then they make sure like this gonna stay in the family. You gonna protect this. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's crucial that, you know, as black men, you know, we start instilling that in our kids, you know what I'm saying? And, it started with us. We all got a taste, made some money. So, it's all about that generational wealth, you know what I'm saying? Building our kids and teaching them from young, like, hey, this is yours. So you gotta, grow this and grow it big and then pass it on and teach your kids to pass it on, you know what I'm saying? So your name live on, your legacy live on, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just, living in the moment, we gotta start living for the future too and planning for the future. Cause you can't predict it, but we can be prepared, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
definitely. Okay, it's on the 1 minute left, man. I know as we talk today though, Cheese, bro, I can tell though, we need you on the rumble. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of more questions we got to ask, bro. You feel me? Mental, you feel me? All type of things. But you know what I'm saying? This CTL Network, we in the building. We got that boy Buck Savage. We got that boy Barrel Sambu say. We got that boy Lil Go to Survival. We got that boy Ego Black Man. Yeah, that's him. And we got that boy
That's
Cheese.
him.
You feel me? In the building, man. It's all love, baby.
Big time, man. I love to get on it, jumping and talking and all that stuff, man. Like I said, I always run into me, you know what I'm saying? Bleeding his ears. But anytime y'all boys want me on, man, I feel honored and I come on, chop it up with y'all boys, you know what I'm saying? Talk about anything y'all want to talk about. Like I say, you know what I'm saying? Even if y'all want, come in town, do some private shit and talk about some deeper shit.
Yeah, nigga.
You don't want to blow up
Yeah.
certain stuff on the internet we don't want to get into, but like I say,